Well, finally I decided to upload this kind of video. Hey everyone, this is OW Gaming and welcome back for another Langrisser M video. Today's video we're going to discuss about the major update that's coming in a few days. As the recording of this video is the 29th of October, which means that we have like a couple of days away from from Gintama Collab, which is supposed to drop around like November, like early November I would say. So anyways, we're gonna in this video we're gonna discuss about what kind of things are gonna happen within the major update cycle of Gintama crossover. So anyways, let's get to it. The first things first, let's talk about the banners within this major update. So anyways, let's get to it. So yeah, as you can see here, there are actually a lot of things going around here. So anyways, the first off, of course, this major update is a 4 week major update. So So yeah, so the first week we're going to be getting, of course, is the Gintama collab banner, which will be featuring Gintoki and Kaguya, not Kairura, I would say, not Kairura. H- Her name is Kaguya, I believe. Anyways, we're going to be running for the entire cycle, which is starting on November 3rd all the way to November 30th, which is a good chunk of time if you don't have in case if you guys do not have enough resources to pull for them, you actually have 4 weeks to get them. So that's a plus. But however, the easiest way to get those trinities is through sweeping your timeless trials. Weekly, I would say. You probably can get roughly a 40 of them for major update, but I don't know. Like depending on how you're gonna get those resources. So anyways, the week two banners is gonna be an interesting one. The week two banners will be featuring the Christiane and Azusa. And the other banner happens to be a wish banner, which is kind of like a build a banner, I would say. But this one is different than we're used to. This one only has Langrisser 1, 2, and 3 heroes. So basically, any characters that within these titles will be available as your wish list. So if you for some reason missing any of these guys within those Langrisser 1, 2, and 3 games, I would probably pull for them, but other than that, if you're looking for something more advanced, like Landius or whoever, like Language Fort or any other title that's not listed here, they are not going to be available here. So I will probably not summon here if you're looking for those. But other than that, if you're still missing those characters from Language 1, 2, and 3, the Wish banner is for you. And then on week 3, there's a Destiny banner featuring Oboro, Young Jessica, and King of the Red Moon. And also on that same week, there's also the new equipment banner. And I gotta warn you, these equipments are not exclusive. Then Zilong never create exclusive for a banner. They never done that. So just bear that in mind. And I forgot to mention the week two and week three is the dates. So for week two's banners, they will start at November 10th, all the way to November 23rd. And then on week three, starting on November 17th, all the way to November 30th. Okay, and then the fourth week, there will be two Destiny banners. The first one is the classic units such as Liana, Luna, and Bozo. And then the other banner featuring Mariendo, Lambda, and Angelina. That banner reminds me of the banner we had right now with Archon the Moon and Varash. But this one is Lambda and Mariendo coming on the same banner. Might have been a coincidence, right? And that fourth week will begin on November 24th, all the way to December 7th. And speaking of the November 24th, that date is close to my birthday actually. Well, one day later, I would say. I mean, in case if you guys are wondering when would that be, but anyways, and also get this information as a grain of salt because these banners are not always going to come out in the right order. You know, one time that you notice that the current major update that we are about to exit out of, yeah, there are two banners have been switched places. Like, Legion of Glory banner and the Empire banner. They both have swapped places. So it basically means we got the Glory first and then Empire. Proposally, we get the Empire first. So, anyways, anything like that could happen in this cycle. So bear that in mind when you think about those banners. So if you are missing any of these characters within those destinies, I would not skip them unless you're low on resources. So I personally, I don't think I'll need to summon much in the cycle, but I of course will want to summon for the limited banner, like such as Gintoki and Kaguya. These ones are limited, so they're not gonna come back at all when once they're gone. So I'll definitely gonna pull for them when the time comes. And also now we gotta talk about what events to expect for this major update. So this major update, of course, will come with the collab event, and also the next one is, and also the other event we're getting is actually something that we need to form up as a guild. Dimensional Expedition is coming back in this upcoming cycle, which honestly I am a bit of a mixed feeling on this, but hey, to those of you who want to continue grinding for the the controller points, now you can do so once again with this event, or you can get some more skin vouchers this way as well if you choose to. Anyways, these are the events that are available. That are going to be available in this major update. So keep an eye out for them when the time comes. Okay, the next part. Let's talk about the new confessions and new exclusives. So for this major update cycle, we got two new explosives. One of them is anticipated. Actually, both are anticipated. So, anyways, the first one we're gonna talk about is Christian's headwear, exclusive headwear. So this one grants defense and magic defense by 5%. And also, what makes this very good is that with this equipment, Christian will become immune to displacement. So with this equipment, this she's basically like mini Hilda, I would say. Like Hilda grants displacement immunity on not just herself, on her allies as well. For Christian, in this case, she will not get pulled by anybody if you try to pull her out the allies' guard range. So yeah, Christian will not get pulled easily when she had this hat on, and also after reviving, she will gain the best effect on her talent, which is Equinox, I believe. So Equinox, like that effect, you normally get this if Christian is the only one left on the field, which means that you don't have any allies out on the field. So something like that. When she props that revive, she will get that effect. But however, only one talent effect can be active at a time. So so I do have a feeling that this is accurate. Like even though if Christian already got the whispering effect, the I believe when she got revived, the new one is gonna overlap the current one. I hope that's how it works because sometimes the wording could be a bit confusing. And now we're looking into the Gustav's. I think this is the weapon. Or yeah, I think it's a weapon. Eh, or maybe it's an accessory. I'm not very certain. But anyways, what this does, it gives Gustav extra 10 percent HP. And also when units on cooldown, like when this unit's on cooldown, the hero damage increased by 10%, which is really nice. And also when being attacked by ranged, Gustav will deal one times of her int as fixed damage to the enemy attacker, which is actually pretty cool, I would say. But so far on those new equipments, I would say Christian is by far the best one because not only it gives her the best effect on her talent effect after revive, she automatically grants herself immune to displacement. So anybody like Archon the Moon or anybody that can drag her around, that won't be easy on her anymore. Because like Christian will be really difficult to fight against if you're not careful when this equipment goes live. And then the new confession for this major update is surprisingly a free-to-play character, aka Lisa. And and also coincidentally, I actually did make a video of her skill kit preview as well as the awakening stages guide. Although sure, I don't necessarily have to do that, but someone wants me to do it, so yeah, I went ahead and do it. So yeah, I'm glad that Lisa is getting a confession, even though I didn't ask for it. But even though I did not ask for it, they still gave it to her. But anyways, moving on. Oh yeah, and speaking of moving on, we're gonna talk about the next major update after Gintama goes away. So this one is also important if you're wondering what it is. So the next major update is gonna be featuring Lightbringer, which is the new version of Elma. And then there's Annie, but I call her Yanni because that's based on what I saw in the storyline. Maybe her name's gonna be Yanni in global, but we'll see. Anyways, these characters are pretty unique in their own ways. You could save for them if you want to, but at the same time, if you're just saving resources, then I don't mind at all. But if you really want to go into some PvP things, these characters are actually not a bad choice to pull for because Lightbringer is probably one of the characters that a lot of people wanted. So if you do not care about the collab, but you want to save up for those guys, uh, it's up to you. You don't really have to do that, but hey, not everyone likes this collab. But I myself, I did watch a few of Gintama, but not much because yeah, it kind of fell out of my interest, unfortunately. Okay, and those guys who are wondering, well, what is Gintama about? Well, you can actually see it yourself for yourself on on Crunchyroll. Like they have it right now on Crunchyroll, but I gotta warn you, this is the anime series on Gintama it is like it's not English dubbed yet, but however some part of the episode is starting to have English support. So but that's only on the I think the last season. I think only last season has it, but the beginning of the seasons is only Japanese. So if you don't really care about Japanese much, you can actually watch it because like they provide you subtitles. So that means that you'll probably understand what they're saying despite them we speak in Japanese. So yeah, anyways, what are your thoughts about the major update? Do you want to pull for Gintama characters, or are you saving for Lightbringer or and Yanni? Let me know in the comments below, and hope you all have a great day, everyone.